In the shadow of Solomon's legacy, a new leader rose. But where there was potential, fear began to take the lead. This is the story of Jeroboam and the choices that changed a nation. Jeroboam was a man of standing, an able servant of the king. Yet the prophet Ahijah delivered a startling word. God would tear the kingdom from Solomon and give 10 tribes to Jeroboam. Fear and anger drove King Solomon to seek Jeroboam's life. To save himself, the future king fled to exile in Egypt, waiting for the day the divine promise would finally be fulfilled. With Solomon's death, Jeroboam returned. He led the people to Solomon's son Rehoboam, asking for a lighter yoke and a reprieve from the heavy, crushing burdens of the past. Rehoboam's harsh reply sparked a rebellion. The kingdom split, and as prophesied, 10 tribes turned to Jeroboam, crowning him as the first king of the new northern Israel. Jeroboam now held the throne. He had the power, the support of the people, and the divine promise of a lasting house if he would only remain faithful to the Lord. But fear whispered in his heart. He worried that if his people returned to Jerusalem to worship at the temple, their hearts would return to the house of David and King Rehoboam. Seeking political security over spiritual trust, Jeroboam made a fateful choice. He crafted 2 golden calves, telling the people, "It is too much for you to go to Jerusalem. Here are your gods." He set one calf in Bethel and the other in Dan. This act of fear became a snare, leading the entire nation into the sin of idolatry and away from the one true God. God sent a warning. A prophet from Judah cried out against the altar. When Jeroboam tried to seize him, the king's hand shriveled instantly, a clear sign of God's heavy displeasure. Though God healed his hand at the prophet's prayer, Jeroboam did not truly change. He witnessed the miracle, but refused to surrender his heart or his throne back to the Almighty. Years later, the prophet Ahijah delivered a final word. Because Jeroboam had done more evil than any before him, his house would be swept away like refuse, and disaster would follow. Jeroboam reigned for 22 years. He became the standard by which all future kings were judged, remembered forever as the one who caused Israel to stumble in sin. Jeroboam's life is a tragic reminder. When fear takes the lead, we stop trusting the one who gave us the promise, and we lose the very security we were trying to build. Choose to follow the true shepherd, not your fears, for in him alone is our peace. Walk in his promises today. Thank you for watching this journey through history.